Randy Boyd here, President of the University of Tennessee. Thank you to the East Tennessee Historical Society and the UT Knoxville History Department for inviting me to speak to you virtually for a few moments today at the Tennessee National History Day Regional Competition. History is personally meaningful to me. As a child, I clearly remember school field trips here in Knox County to places like the Blunt Mansion and the Craighead Jackson House. It was just so neat to step back in time and experience some of the most important parts of our state's history. A number of years ago, my wife Jenny and I committed to being sponsors of East Tennessee Regional History Day, plus give back to high school students through several scholarship programs that recognize excellence in research, analysis, and documentation. I'm extremely proud that the UT History Department continues to co-sponsor the National History Day competition. Students, I applaud you for working through the challenges of competing virtually this year, and I hope that you'll be back on the UT Knoxville campus next year to compete in person. Congratulations to all of you for your hard work, and best of luck to all our regional winners at the Tennessee History Day competition.
I am Professor Ernest Freeberg, head of the History Department here at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville. And I want to welcome you to National History Day. This is an exciting day for us, usually on our campus, and I hope that in future years we will once again get to host all of you here on campus. It's always a very exciting time for us. Our faculty are involved, our grad students are involved, lots of people from the community in collaboration with, of course, the East Tennessee Historical Society that makes all this happen. And we love to see the projects that all of you are working on and the ways that you're thinking and learning about our history. It's not just what you're learning that is so exciting for us, but also how you're learning by doing some of your own research and by thinking about the best ways to present and share that information with others. Those are really great skills to have. And if you enjoy studying history this way, maybe you'll one day be a history major and maybe even on our fine campus here in Knoxville. In the meantime, make sure to give thanks to your teachers for all that they have done to get you ready for National History Day. It's a lot of work for them, and it's their support and energy that really makes National History Day happen. So never take them for granted. Best of luck to all of you. Whether or not you go on to the next round of the competition, you've already gained a lot by being in National History Day. So I wish you all the best of luck.
I'm Dr. Warren Doctor, the President and CEO of the East Tennessee Historical Society. I'd like to thank the History Department and Dr. Freeberg, as well as just say hello to everyone. And I really have three things that I'd like to accomplish while I've got you here. The first is to congratulate all of you. The projects this year have been incredibly illuminating, and I've been sort of touched at how good they are, considering we're still in a COVID year and we're not able to be with you in person, which is always frustrating. But despite those obstacles, the presentations themselves were so impressive, especially, and it means a lot to me because I know that the theme was debate and diplomacy. And as someone who's published on debate and diplomacy, I found them really interesting and entertaining, and it really gets me excited and makes me excited to be a historian again. The second thing I want to do is just to thank everyone that has been involved. I would love to thank the teachers, as well as Lisa for convening and coordinating this for the society. Obviously the teachers that have helped, as well as the parents. And most of all, I would like to thank the students, because without your inspiration and without your dedication to this, it wouldn't work. And it's really your commitment that makes National History Day so special. So I'd like to thank you all. The final thing that I would like to do is just to tell you a little bit about the East Tennessee Historical Society. Our mission is to preserve, promote, and interpret the history of East Tennessee. And I thought that the projects in National History Day were so good at doing just that. And I love to see how our mission sort of overlaps with the projects. And I think it was just such an amazing job. So I'd like to encourage all of you to become members. And if you're interested, to come down and use our archives. It's really mission critical for us to be able to share the tools to be a good historian. And everyone here has, I think, proved themselves as aspiring historians, and that's very inspirational to us. So I just want to thank you all again, and I'll turn it over to what you're actually here for, and that's the awards.
Well, hello and welcome to our East Tennessee History Day Awards presentation. I know everybody's really anxiously awaiting the news for this year for 2022. I just want to say ditto to everything that Dr. Freeberg and that Dr. have said, and congratulations to each of you as students. Also a big thank you to parents, to the teachers, to everyone involved in another virtual year of East Tennessee History Day. And we are looking forward to, fingers crossed and toes, being in person at the University of Tennessee with our UT History Department partners for the 2023 East Tennessee History Day contest. So looking forward to that. But for right now, I know everyone's excited to hear the news that our awards presentation brings. At the bottom, you see my name, Lisa Oakley. I work with the East Tennessee Historical Society and have been honored and privileged to be the coordinator of East Tennessee History Day for going on about 21 years now. So that's really exciting. And I feel like I've apprenticed with many teachers and students and learned so much from you each year as we go forward with projects and sending projects not only to the regional level from your schools, but also going forward to state and then nationals. So welcome again for this awards presentation. And Layla Smallwood is with me as well. She's the Historical Society's Education Program Manager and has been a right hand and has just been incredibly helpful in getting this year's competition underway with our judges. We've had more than 60 judges working with us over the past month, looking at your projects. And I think everyone has been excited and honored to have the opportunity to judge and be involved in this process, but I think everyone really missed seeing you in person. The interview process is something that everyone really values, and we're just very sad we're not able to replicate that in the virtual world. But anyway, they just want to all send their congratulations as well. We'll hear a little bit, not personally, but through words and through points that she wants me to share with you from Nikki Ward at the end of the presentation. For those of y'all advancing on to state, we'll have some important information for you. So just hold on to the end of the awards presentation. She's with the Tennessee History Day. She's state coordinator, and Tennessee History Day is sponsored by the Tennessee Historical Society. Tori Klempeter is a partner in the Tennessee History Day program as well. She serves as assistant state coordinator, and we're just really appreciative of all the support they have been as we've gone forward this year in this virtual world. There's a lot more pieces and parts to kind of put together than sometimes there is in person, or let's just say different pieces and parts to put together. And it's taken a number of people to help do that, and I just say a big thank you. But enough with that. So let's go forward then. And let me just get our cursor to move forward. Again, thank you. I wanted to talk just for a minute. I've already mentioned our judges, teachers, parents, sponsors. Randy and Jenny Boyd are big sponsors of National History Day and of East Tennessee History Day. You saw a little bit about them at the very beginning, and you heard from Randy Boyd as president of the University of Tennessee. But they also have a scholarship that they sponsor for our senior division. And I'll talk a little bit more about that later, as well as a special award. So you'll hear their name in the awards presentations. But I just wanted to say a big thank you because they also support our regional competition in many different ways besides scholarships and awards. And we couldn't produce this and carry it out if it weren't for their support, as well as, again, from the Department of History and also the College of Arts and Sciences at UT. We really appreciate their help. Just to mention to you, what we're all working towards now is thinking about advancing towards Tennessee History Day. For those of you all that are announced as first and second place, we will also be announcing third place as an alternate. And so if that's the case for you, the deadline for your project to be revised and submitted is pretty quick turnaround, March 14th. And that's always true for our competition here in East Tennessee's region. We always have a quick turnaround. So please pay attention to your judges' comments. Many of you all have gotten comments through the process and maybe haven't been able to make all the changes you would like to, and you have those comments kind of already filed away from folks that have made comments about your regional version as you were preparing it to submit for regions. So bring all those comments back out, take a look at them, and just think about preparing towards March 14th. And then that contest will be on April the 2nd is when that awards will be announced. So let's continue on. And what we're going to do now is we're going to begin then with documentaries, and we will announce from 3rd place to 2nd place to 1st place. And I will begin with documentaries and then finish out this category with a special award. And then Layla will come in and follow up with the next category, and we'll just kind of trade out as we go. So then we should be looking at, for our first award announced today, junior group documentary, 3rd place, The Pact That Changed the War, the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Katja Bogowski, Ellie Wood, and Rachel Quinley. Congratulations. Junior group documentary, 2nd place, The Debate Over the TVA. Tess Anderson, Nia Wagner, and Susan Talek. And 1st place, junior group documentary, TVA versus Hill, How a Controversial Dam and a Tiny Fish Challenged the ESA. Jelena Armsworth and Lulu Schwed. Now on to junior individual documentary. And 3rd place, Suffrage in the South, What Settled the Debate Over Women's Suffrage by Eva Hicks. Junior individual documentary, 2nd place, Mahatma Gandhi, the Diplomat of India, Fayez Bagani. And junior individual documentary, 1st place, The Atomic Debate and the Diplomacy of Nuclear Weapons by Caton Griffin. Congratulations to our junior documentarians. Now on to senior category. Senior group documentary, 3rd place, Homosexuals in the United States Military, Adeline Rankin and Camille Gabetta. Senior group documentary, 2nd place, Alan Turing, His Life, Work, and Loss by Claire Sutters, Ella Brush, Jessica Myers, and Kennedy Bressler. And senior group documentary, 1st place, How Diplomacy Saved Football, Caden Ford, Olivia Hicks. Senior individual documentary, 3rd place, How Flowers Changed the United States by Sarah Mundorf. Senior individual documentary, 2nd place, A&W, The Story of Taking a Chance, Emma Grace Patterson. And senior individual documentary, 1st place, A Crime Without a Name, Raphael Lemkin's Crusade for the International Criminalization of Genocide by Elizabeth Sutters. For our special award, the Dan and Mary Shannon Award for the use of primary sources, it's a junior and senior division award. There's a 1st and 2nd place in each division. And Ms. Judy Busetta is the sponsor of this award in honor of and memory of her parents, Dan and Mary Shannon. And Ms. Busetta was one of the first National History Day teachers to kind of take on the contest in East Tennessee back when we started 21 years ago. And we just consider it a privilege and an honor that she sponsors this award every year, and she's just tickled to be able to do it. And so to begin with, we're going to go with our junior winners. And we have the junior division 1st place for use of primary sources in their project, Isolation versus Interventionism for America During World War II by Cole Ivins. And junior division 2nd place is The Battle for the Ballots, How Women Got the Right to Vote by Lily McGuire. Next, we have senior division 1st place, Dams, Darters, and Diplomacy, How the Debate Over Snail Darters Failed to Stop Tellico Dam, but Paved the Way for the Success of the Endangered Species Act by Molly Bohannon. And senior division 2nd place, Plato, Revolutionizing Public Debate, Adam Abdulrahman, and Anish Dayal, Arnav Dayal, and Tyler Chan. Congratulations to our Dan and Mary Shannon Award winners. Now we're going to continue with the exhibit category with Ms. Smallwood.
Hi, my name is Layla Smallwood, and I'm going to be presenting our awards for our award winners for the exhibit category. First, we're going to start with junior group exhibit. So third place, we have the debate for equality, the women's liberation movement, Lainey Brown and Cassidy Berger. In second place, we have the debate over the National Bank, a fight for America's economic future, Piper Williams, Zoe Voorhees, and Lily Lanier. And in first place, we have the abolitionist movement debate over human rights, Azalea Camp, Macy Best, and Claire Bolschweiler. For junior individual exhibit, in third place, we have debate over child employment, the fight to abolish child labor, Tori Goff. In second place, we have not a victim, conferring disability rights, Isabella Malone. And in first place, we have creation of the state of Israel, Nicholas Burke. For our senior group exhibits, in third place, we have the Lavender Scare, Carrie Allen, Isabel Brown, Moon McDonough, Rachel Stewart, and Rebecca Marcel. In second place, we have debate and diplomacy within Cuba and the United States, Ingrid Hernandez, Joshua Martinez, Katie Harper, and Lizzie Borrego. And in first place, we have equality is but a word, La Raza Unida, successful organization of the Hispanic community to advocate for their rights, Halen Owenby and Kaylee Malone. For our senior individual exhibit, third place, we have the cold race, Isabella Alfugaha. In second place, we have World War II, the atomic bombs debate and diplomacy, Lily Anna Starmer. And in first place, we have dams, darters, and diplomacy, how the debate over snail darters failed to stop Tellico Dam, but paved the way for the success of the Endangered Species Act, Molly Bohannon. Our next set of special awards are now going to be given out. This is the Jack and Carolyn Williams Making History Personal Award. So we have dams, darters, and diplomacy, how the debate over snail darters failed to stop Tellico Dam, but paved the way for the success of the Endangered Species Act, Molly Bohannon. And behind barbed wire, the debate and diplomacy surrounding Japanese internment, Annie Hodge and Isabella Mestrioni.
All right, so now we're going to continue with our website awards. And we will again begin with the junior group projects. Junior group website, third place, Einstein and Bohr, debate over quantum theory, Ethan Bunker and Hassan Suleiman. Second place, An Atomic Atrocity, Julian Tao and Yosef Suleiman. First place, The Rainbow Race, A Fight for Gay Rights, Sarah Jackson and Noah Etheridge. Junior individual website, third place, The Importance of Debate and Diplomacy in History, The Cuban Missile Crisis, Oscar Wimmer. Junior individual website, second place, Behind Barbed Wire, America Debates Japanese Internment Camps by Maddie Best. And junior individual website, first place, I Am Become Death, The Destroyer of Worlds, The Fallout from the US Debate Over the Hydrogen Bomb by Luke Bacon. Moving on now to senior division, the senior group website, third place, Chinese Immigration to the United States, mid-1800s to the early 1900s by Bethany Seymour and Yasmin Peralta. Senior group website, second place, Plato, Revolutionizing Public Debate, Adam Abdul-Rahman, Anish Dayal, Arnav Dayal, and Tyler Chan. Senior group website, first place, Behind Barbed Wire, the debate and diplomacy surrounding Japanese internment. Annie Hodge and Isabella Mastriani. Senior individual website, third place, The Rise of the Berlin Wall, Caitlin Harper. Senior individual website, second place, The Bangladesh Liberation War, Sama Hogg. And senior individual website, first place, Project MK Ultra, Natalie Myers. And our next special award is the Sequoia Award, sponsored by Indian Creek Productions for our Best Native American project. The winner is Native Identity, Annalise McNabb and Shelby Wallen. Moving now to the category of papers with Ms. Smallwood.
All right, so now we're going to start on our papers. I'm going to start with junior individual paper. In third place, we have The Treaty of Versailles, The Death of One War and the Birth of Another, Luc Sampeyrac. In second place, we have The Marshall Plan, Restoring Europe and Expanding U.S. Global Leadership, L. Etheridge. And in first place for our junior individual paper, we have Mountaintop Removal Mining by Allison Lamar. For our senior individual papers, in second place, we have The Super Economy Issue, Cole Davis. And in first place, we have Black Lives Matter, The Diplomatic Sanitation Worker Strike of Memphis, Tennessee by Tina Twong. And our special award, sponsored by Randy and Jenny Boyd. This is the East Tennessee History Award for the junior division. We have The Debate Over TVA, Nyla Wagner, Susan Taluk, and Tess Anderson.
Thank you, Ms. Smallwood. And I just wanted to reiterate that the award that you can nominate yourself for that's presented during the award ceremony is for the junior division winners for East Tennessee Project or East Tennessee History Project that's sponsored by Randy and Jenny Boyd. I just want to remind you that for senior division, there is also an East Tennessee History Award. It's a scholarship that you apply for. And they also sponsor a business and technology scholarship. We will be getting information out to your teachers. Many of your teachers already know about this. They've had students apply in the past. Please consider preparing your applications now. Again, we will send information, but it's basically a letter of interest and outlining how your project has related to East Tennessee history or business and technology, and how you have valued the National History Day program and what you've learned from it. And so that, along with your transcripts and some other information, is all you really need to do for that application. And it'll be by April 15th is when we need to have those in. So I will be in correspondence with your teachers, but please be thinking about that if you are a high school student in the senior division. So let's continue on to our last category, and that is performance. We didn't have as many competitors this year with performance. Performance is one of the categories that's really kind of difficult to think about and conceptualize if you're not going to be in person with an audience. So we know and respect that, and want to say big congratulations for those of you all that kind of broke through that challenge and were able to prepare the documentary kind of information, the materials to submit along with your videos. So here we go. So for performance and junior group performance, we have third place, Malala Yousafzai, the Diplomat of Education, Anadi Patel and Nadia Alborz. Junior group performance, second place, Two Women's Fight for Equal Rights, Elizabeth Cady Stanton and Susan B. Anthony, Lauren Huey, Eleanor Dildine, and Avery Nelson. Junior group performance, first place, Housewives to Factory Worker, the debate and perspective of women working during World War II, Elise Shower, Kaylin Graham, and Ella Condi. Junior individual performance, first place, Let 'Em Dance, the story of the Elmore City Prom of 1980. Senior group performance, second place, Aloha Oi, How Diplomacy Failed Hawaii, Lexi Barnes, Chesney Barnes, and Chris Brown. Senior group performance, first place, Birth of a New Government, Cayman Moss, Harley Taylor. And senior individual performance, first place, Benjamin Franklin, the first diplomat that dedicated his life to freedom, by Ethan Elder. Congratulations. That seems to go so fast for all the work you've put into this, but I know that work that's taken. The judges, again, have spent a month working with your projects and are so excited to be able to share their thoughts and their ideas. But first of all, they just wanted me to pass along how pleased and honored they were to work with your projects this year. I'm going to have a few words now for those of you all that are advancing to state. Again, first and second place will be advancing. If you have a conflict and for some reason you aren't interested or can't advance, then the third place alternate will be the candidate to continue on. And that information will come from state. And Nikki Ward, our state coordinator, does have a few words for you. She says, congratulations to all East Tennessee History Day students. We're so impressed by the thoughtfulness, creativity, and historical thinking we saw within the work that you submitted. Thank you for sharing your research with us. To the educators of East Tennessee, thank you for everything you did to guide and assist your students this year. Happy History Day, everyone. And I say ditto again to that. And I have some points to make just real quickly. And again, even though this previews on Saturday, May the 5th at 2 p.m., you can go back and rewatch and rewind once we get through that initial broadcast to pause on some of these points if you need to. But as I said, first and second place advance to Tennessee History Day. The deadline, and again, that's like the February 1st deadline. It really is a deadline. So do everything you can to get things in by 11:59 p.m. March 14th. You will have an email coming to you from Nikki Ward at the State History Day, Tennessee History Day office. And she is your main point of contact from here forward. I am happy to be there as support. I am happy also to give you input. Ms. Smallwood and I both, Dr. Doctor would be happy to give input. That's upon request from you, though. If you're interested in having us review and give you insights and have discussion about your project, I know you don't have much time for revisions over this next week, but if there is some way we can help, please reach out. We are here for you and would be privileged to help. And especially if you go forward out of state into nationals, again, we're here and available, and my contact is there, and your teacher has my contact as well. Your judge evaluations will be available through the system. And the system where you went in and registered, then you could go back in and upload your projects. You will go through that same process, and we will have that information up by the end of day, Monday, March 7th. Again, you'll go to your registration page by logging in your usual way you logged in, and you're going to click on evals at the top menu bar. Teachers, you can go into your account and you can view all of those materials for your students. So if you have any problem with that, let me know. Every year there's something kind of new and a new tweak. Sometimes the pages look different. They kind of have a different sort of process that you go through in the system. So if there's any problem, let us know. Your medals, your certificates, your awards will be delivered. I'll try to deliver as many to schools as I can over the next week or so. You can have your evaluation forms accessible to you by Monday, but the other materials we will get to you as soon as we can. If somebody's coming through Knoxville and wants to stop by the History Center and pick those up downtown across from the Tennessee Theater, we can have them ready for you. They won't all be ready immediately. Some of the awards are being sent in to us from the sponsors. So just reach out to me and let me know if you're coming through, or if you want to make special arrangements, just contact me. Again, reiterating, registration submission deadline, March 14th. The state awards date is Saturday, April the 2nd. And again, you'll get more information on all this from Nikki Ward. Now, let me say that you will get some emails from Nikki directly. It'll have her name on it, or it'll come from Tennessee History Day, or Tennessee, I think it's Tennessee History Day at tennesseehistory.org. But then also anything that comes through the system comes with an email address from ZFairs. So just be aware that if you see a Z-Fairs email, that's also National History. That's being created through the system. So be paying attention to those emails as well as your personal emails. Ms. Ward also does more correspondence with students and parents instead of always going through teachers. So just be watchful for your emails, but teachers, you will also be getting those emails, correspondence from Nikki as well. So I think we've hit on most of the high points. A lot of detail, I know. You'll get more from Ms. Ward. Please reach out if you have any questions. And again, just thank you so much for sharing your love and your interest in history. We have considered it a privilege this year, and we're looking forward to seeing you in person next year. And thank you so much. Congratulations. And we'll be seeing you soon and hopefully hearing from you if you have an interest in getting some input on your projects. Thanks so much for everything everyone's done.